Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Where's everybody at this morning? Everybody's sleeping in? Taking a break? Well, I hope everybody's having a good morning. Let me go find the chat real quick. It's around here somewhere. I just know it is.
Morning.
Good morning.
Are we all alone?
I guess.
Morning, everybody.
I'm gonna try to find the chat. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to you.
Hope everybody has a good day.
Hey, Hank. Good morning.
Where's the chat? Where is it?
And I'm so sorry about that video going up right now.
What video?
I just posted a video, but it's been freaking uploading since last night.
Oh.
And it just popped out. I'm like, great.
Why are you sorry?
Well, because it's your time. I just didn't want
Yeah, I mean, it'd be different if you were doing live.
Yeah, well, I don't like it to pop up the same time as you're doing it. And
I don't care.
And then it freaking, so I started it last night and it's been, oh my God, all night.
I don't care about that.
Okay, well, I do.
It's all kickback here, and you know, if that's all I worry about, then I need to regroup. I'm telling you. When I first started, yeah, I mean, you know, it was, I was very, very, very touchy about every little thing, but now I don't care.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Chris. Good morning.
He's out cleaning his shed.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, I would guess that he has a nice little honeydew list for this week.
Yes, he does.
And maybe you don't even know about it yet, but
no, he doesn't.
Those are the best kind.
See, if I give him a list, he won't do it. But if like I said, hey, it's going to be a nice day. The shed. He goes, yeah, I'll clean the shed. So see if I do it gradually, little at a time, then he'll do it.
Yeah, he won't buck as much.
No. So when he's done with the shed, I'll be like, hey, you know what?
Guess what else is on the list?
Morning, Sally.
Morning, Sally.
Good morning. Happy first day of vacation and happy Memorial Day. Oh, yeah, for 7 days.
Yay! And you're not answering your phone, right?
Right? I told my boss this morning, she goes, okay, have a good vacation. I hope I don't have to call you. And I said, I hope you don't have to call me either because I might not answer. And she goes, listen, bitch, I know where you live.
Don't get smart on me now. Don't get sassy.
Right?
Don't be getting all sassy now. I gave you what you wanted. Don't get sassy.
Yep, this was the thing. Like she didn't give me no grief about putting in for another vacation. Just she let it go and did what I asked.
Yeah.
See, this is my purple thing that I'm wearing inside out today. I don't care. I've been out walking around in my yard and the neighbors are looking at me like, whoa, she fucking nuts.
What? Hank says, oh, wow, Sally, Australia looks very much like your house in the background. No.
It's so bad right now. I have.
It's not that bad.
That's a pile right there from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, she meant like that you tell your boss you're taking a trip to Australia. That's what she's saying.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
on vacation in Australia right now.
The world down under.
That's your blue screen behind you. Oh.
That I am out of the country. Oh, okay. That sounds good to me.
Yep.
I could pretend.
That's right.
Well, hey there, Todd.
Good morning.
Oh, nitty gritty picker. You're just full of good news this morning, right? Anyone hear about the eBay fees going up over the summer?
No.
Well, you know what? If they do, then
We'll still be here.
You have to make a decision. You know, are you going to play in their sandbox? Or are you going to go
Yep.
try to build your own?
Yep.
I mean, that's the question, you know?
Rebecca says, don't feel bad.
You might find some cat poop in there. And, you know, you might find other things. You might find a couple of scorpions in there.
Yeah.
But is that going to chase you away? You know, just depends on how serious you are about it.
Yep.
How bad you want to play the game.
That's it. You know, you could duck and weave, or you can run. You can run like hell and run somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know?
Stay.
I don't know. Nitty Gritty Picker says, asking because I've been offline a few days. One YouTuber who just started listening, who I just started, I can't read this morning apparently. I just started listening to, said this is some scary stuff. You know, they gotta raise their prices too.
Yeah.
Yep. Get your pooper scooper handy and your hammer for the scorpions, and yeah, be ready to fight.
The eBay is in it to make money. They're not in it for any other reason. So, you know, and as well as everything else in the world is going up, that's going to go up too.
Sure. Absolutely.
And for some reason, like, and believe me, I was like this too, and I still kind of am. But with the eBay thing, it's kind of different for me. But humans are, I think, afraid, like they're raised to be afraid of change.
Sure.
And you know, for some reason we just buck against it. We you know, think, oh, it's, you know, this is going to happen, and we try to, you know, we can either try to, you know, go with the flow and change with it, or we can be afraid about it. And, you know, it's not going to matter. You know, raise your prices a little bit more.
Yep.
You know, do what you have to do to make it worth it for you. And if it's not worth it for you, then do something else that will make it worth it for you.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. Carol says, we are creatures of habit. This is true.
Yep.
And
in a business and being entrepreneurs, you have to adapt.
Yep.
You have to know how to adapt.
Yep. And you have to be flexible or you'll never make it.
And if you're one that has to, you know, buy stuff to sell it for $35 and over to, you know, make it to where you know, are going to make a profit and be where you want to in your goals or something, then, you know, buy more expensive stuff, you know, buy, you know, but for cheaper, but that you can list for 40 instead of 35.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's ways around it. There's ways around doing the whole fee thing.
Everything's going to go up. Everything does all the time. Yeah. So just like postage, you know, postage goes up.
Yeah.
And I'll tell
you what, bread and milk.
Yep.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Yep. Yep.
And that is the truth.
Mm-hmm. And don't get scared about it. I mean, I think one, and this is the reason why we don't usually, is because we know that it's going to change and it's going to keep changing. 10 years from now, it's going to be way different than it is right now if it's still around.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It's
I mean,
going to
look over, since the, what was it, the late 80s? Well,
yeah.
when did it start? 90s? Late 90s?
What? Or eBay?
Yeah, 95-ish.
94, I think.
I mean, look at all the changes that it has come about since then. It used to be,
Oh, it was.
you would get money orders in the mail, cash in the mail.
Oh, eBay was crazy in the beginning.
I mean, look how much it has evolved in, 10, 15,
I think
16.
it started in 95.
I think 95.
Yeah.
So, it has to keep evolving. It has to keep up with, all of the other platforms, so people will, stay on there. And I mean, that's what they want. They need that base. They need those sellers. That's how they keep their business, so I don't know.
Definitely. They need us to make their money. So they're not going to do stuff just to scare us away. They're doing it because they know that the people that are serious about this business, they know that we're going to, take it and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
They know that we're just going to adjust to it and move on and do what we have to do.
And do they take advantage of that sometimes? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do. You got to see if it's worth it for you to continue to list on eBay or not.
Yeah.
And it definitely is. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Nitty Gritty Picker.
What's changing? Did I miss something?
Yeah, what are you?
And then Nitty Gritty Picker said, I know to avoid VCR and DVD combo now with the new DMV rules coming.
The dim weight rules.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure if he's asking or if he's.
I will still sell big items. I have no problem selling big items. There's always USPS.
Yeah.
There's always FedEx. You have options. I will never stop selling big items.
Yeah. Right. Why would you? Are you doing free shipping? If you're doing free shipping, then just make it to where dim weight covers that. Or I don't do a flat rate on my shipping. I do calculated.
Yep,
and
I do.
Huh?
That's what I do.
Yeah. So if the buyer is paying for shipping, which is in my case, I never do free shipping, because that just works for me. Not saying that's a bad thing. A lot of people do free shipping and it works for them great. But if you are having the buyer pay for shipping and there's the new dim weight rules, thing, just put your measurements in there, put your weight in there, and it's not a big deal.
Yep.
The buyer pays for it.
Yep. And more people are getting out of the free shipping.
Yeah.
Notice that on eBay a lot. More and more people are stopping the free shipping and charging. I've always charged shipping. Always. And honestly, I've never seen my sales go down.
Right.
So what are the fee changes that are coming up? I missed something.
Well, Nitty Gritty Pickers was saying that somebody that he was watching was talking about eBay fees changing within the next year or whatever. I haven't heard of it. This is the first I heard of it.
I don't see it in the announcements.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to go by YouTubers rumors.
Right.
I'll wait until we see it.
So, but I mean, you know, it's definitely a possibility. It definitely could happen. You know, and if it does, then we just
and hopefully they make it. I mean, if they're going to raise the rates, hopefully they'll give us something, you know, kind of like didn't they give us the shipping supply coupon and stuff like that last time they raised it?
I don't remember.
Huh?
I think so.
No, that's when they changed the when you went to Anchor for free that one time.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you got the 2 coupons, remember?
Yeah. Right. So hopefully they do something else that, you know, gives us, you know, gives us more of an incentive to, you know, pay more.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an incentive in itself to be able to do what we do, I think.
I think the sky is falling and we should all just commit group suicide or something.
Oh, geez, Todd.
Run for your lives.
The sky is falling. We should all commit suicide.
I'm used to shit falling on my head, so, you know.
Oh no, eBay's raising their fees. The sky is falling.
It'll be all right.
I don't know.
Virtual pat on the back. It'll be okay.
I don't know, Meg.
Everything's going to be okay.
After paying Amazon fees, eBay fees don't seem so bad.
No, I know. All you got to do to be happy with the eBay fees is start selling on Amazon.
Yep.
Just pretend. Just pretend it's Amazon and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
Hank says, well, if the sky is falling, don't stand outside with your mouth open.
Right.
I did see something about the fees going up for the managed payment system. That something about a per listing fee for the managed payments, which we are all going to have to go to eventually.
Right.
So maybe that's what they're talking about.
I have no idea.
I don't know. He said that he had heard it from a YouTuber. So, I mean, you know, it could have been something that somebody was talking about or
speculating on, or
yeah, absolutely. So, let's see.
I don't know. I don't go with that gossip shit, but you know, if I see that it's happening, I just prepare. You know, try to prepare as much as possible, you know, myself, you know, for stuff to change, because it's still a little bit hard for me, but with the eBay thing, you know, they've been making so many changes lately that we all should be used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really.
We should be just in that duck and weave, you know, mode. And, you know, for me, I don't really, eBay's my primary platform. I mean, that's the place, that's where I list my things first. And then everything else comes secondary, you know. But I know that for the most part, I can sell anything on there. So that's where I'm going to put everything, you know. And then I can piece stuff out and, you know, put it on Poshmark. And those are the only things I sell on right now. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, whatever rules they throw out, whatever, you know, changes they're gonna put into place. I'm still gonna sell on there,
right?
Because they have they have the most, traffic. I mean, you could go over to Shopify, you could make your own store, you could, but you're not going to get the traffic, unless you advertise, and, that's going to take you another good 3 to 5 years just to get the traffic built up. So
I mean,
I figure eBay's already got the traffic, so why not put the stuff there?
every minute you spend complaining is a minute you're not listing, or a minute you're not working on your business.
Yeah. It's all going to be okay.
Tidewater Picker says Nitty may be talking about the latest eBay news. eBay is going to start charging 25 cents more in processing fees, more store subscription going up 15%, and USPS new dim weight cost. I don't know if it holds any truth. And then the truth says, great morning to y'all. Remember, without struggle, there is no progress.
So very
God
true.
bless and thumbs up.
Tidewater Picker, the latest eBay news, where can we go look at it? Like, where is it? Was it in
Yeah,
there?
where is all this information?
Yeah.
Because it's not in the update. Hank says, have a yard sale and put your naked mannequin right out in front, wearing nothing but a sign. Yard sale here. Stop if you like what you see, and get all the monies. That's right. You got a good idea there. Morning, Glenn.
Morning, Glenn.
Well, like we've been saying, whatever it is, we'll manage. We'll figure it out, and, it'll be okay.
And how many times have you have to ask yourself this, how many times have you shown people what you do, shown them how much money that you make doing what you do, and they still don't do it?
Right.
That's what you need to think about, because, and seriously, there's a lot of people out there that for some reason they just don't get it. They can't comprehend how you can sell something either new or used for more money than what it's worth at a thrift store, or what it's worth at a Walmart. They just don't understand. And they think that you're ripping people off. They think all kinds of things. But I mean, I've had it happen to me several times. I can think off the top of my head 4 people that I've shown them how to list on eBay, and shown them how to check solds, and they were all gung-ho. And then, have you listed anything on eBay yet? Oh no, I haven't done that yet. But I need the money.
Yep.
But I haven't done it yet.
Yep.
Well, that's, that's why we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's because we get it.
So I have 2 thoughts.
Okay. Todd has the floor.
My first thought is, until China has to pay the same shipping rates that we do, we shouldn't buy that kind of stuff to sell unless we can get it like the penny stuff. And then the vintage stuff, or the stuff that China can't get a hold of, it doesn't matter what eBay does. People are going to want that stuff. So that's the stuff we should be going after. So, I just went through my store and looked at a whole bunch of prices. because my sales have been slagging.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the stuff I lowered prices on were stuff that can be imported from China cheaper than I can sell it, you know. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
But always, just be aware that, I mean, when I'm looking for an item and I know that I can get it in China, from China, I don't order from China. I don't order from Hong Kong, any of those places. I order from USA.
Mhm.
Well,
That's,
if you do,
you know,
if you do buy the discounted stuff from Dollar General, yeah,
mm-hmm,
you're pretty much buying from China and trying to compete with Chinese for that stuff.
right.
Mm.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Todd, we always want your opinion.
What?
We always want your opinion.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay. No,
But
just
I'm just saying on eBay, when I'm looking for an item and I'm looking to buy something, I'm looking for USA sellers.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I don't want to wait 3 weeks to get the item. And I ordered, what was it that I ordered that necklace, that base or whatever for pictures
Mm-hmm.
for a necklace.
Oh, yeah.
And when I seen it, I mean, it looked like it was like 12 inches high. Of course, I didn't look at dimensions, but it looked like it was like 12 inches high, like 6 or 8 inches wide. It looked like a nice little setup. Well, I get it, and the thing's like that big. I mean, it's like a miniature one. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, man, they got me on that one. I'm sure they do get quite a few people on that one. But,
The
I
first thing that I ever bought off of eBay, oh my God, it was a shirt. And it was really cute. It was like you wrap it like I don't know. It was kind of crazy looking, but it was a wrap shirt. Anyways, so I get it, and it's a piece of material that's this big, like this, and like this, and that's all that was to it. Like no instructions on how to, like, if I could, it'd probably go around my freaking arm and that would be it. I mean, it was so bad. And I'm like, I am never buying anything off eBay again. This was probably in 2000, and I was so mad. I was so mad, but I think it came from China, and it was probably, Chinese, China sizes,
Yeah.
because China sizes are about two sizes smaller than.
Yes, you have to be careful if you're buying clothing and it's coming from places like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always size up.
Yep. So what's everybody got going on today?
I'm listing all day.
Listing. I'm listing all day.
I have to. My listings were way down last week.
I think I am. So I have a 30 item sale goal, and my goal is to sell 30 items. Have 30 items to ship tomorrow.
And how much do you have now?
That's the goal, and I think I have. So I have 11 on eBay, and then I have 5. So I have 16.
Wow, nice.
Good.
So I got to get busy today.
I sold over yesterday and this morning. I sold, I think, 4 things at Poshmark.
Awesome.
Wow. So I'm gonna make my make my, I'm going to start listing on, or start sharing sales on Poshmark. And get it going. I had storms all night long. The dogs were flipping out. I think I woke up at 1. They woke me up at 1 and 3. Then I woke up at 5. And of course, I made the mistake of coming in here and getting a blanket, and I fell asleep.
Oh no! In there?
Until about 7:15. Oh my gosh! Oh, that'll be good, Glenn. And meet Mom at the barbecue place.
Oh, fun!
That's good.
Yeah, I looked at your radar this morning because we're supposed to get storms tonight. And I looked at your radar, and it was just coming through Kansas on the the very edge of or the corner of Kansas and coming towards us. So
yep,
it looked pretty rough.
Yeah, it looks like for the most part today it's pretty much over. So like it's around us, but it's not. I think it's pretty much done unless anything pops up.
Yeah.
So now I can start possibly the drying out process, and maybe I can get my lawn mowed sometime this week.
Right.
That's my main goal in life. Make sure the lawn's mowed. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today is listing. I've got some clothes to list. I've got some shoes to list. I think I was up till about 11:30 last night listing. Up and going. Todd, what you all doing today?
Listing.
I've still got a bunch of testing to do on some printers and receivers and VCRs and
fun.
Yeah, it's like I put off listing that stuff because I got to test it first, and all that takes time. Picking up heavy objects and moving them from one place to another, and I'm lazy.
Yeah. No, we all do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, and even if they are too heavy for eBay, I can still sell them Facebook Marketplace. But I just, got to get after it. They're just taking up space, and it's time to start moving them.
Yep.
I've had those printers since I went to the prison auction 2 months ago. Haven't tested any of them.
Oh, I'm the same way, Todd. You should see me in my storage unit. All my electronic stuff is piled up because I have to test it, and I'm too lazy to do it. So I just work around it and grab other stuff to list.
Yeah. And another reason I'm lazy about it is the items that I've sold from those lots. All those printers are already paid for.
Right.
So that makes it even less. Oh, I don't need to get my money out of those. They can just sit because I already have my money back plus a profit. So then I get really, really lazy. Yeah. It's a snowballing effect. One thing leads into another, and then
and then before you know it, you're sleeping in the carport because you don't have any room in the house.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You have Gwen home now, so get your shit together there, buddy.
Yeah, but she's talking about Okay, the yard and the bushes and the fence needs to be, and the paint. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you got your honeydew list besides your
yeah,
eBay
we'll
business.
see on that.
Yep. I understand.
But that's cool. That stuff needs to get done too.
Yep. Could take a little break and go out and do some of your honeydew list. I got a honeydew list. I have to make it out myself, but I have to fight with myself to get it done, but it gets done eventually.
Yeah, that's going to be challenging running your business and maintaining your house all by yourself.
It is challenging. It definitely is because your things have to get done outside, things have to get done inside, and you know things have to sell too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You just have to.
I mean, we're not rich. We can't hire out all the work that needs to be done around the house, so we can just
Right.
do eBay.
Right.
So
I wish.
there you go.
Yeah. I mean that's what you got to do. You got to now for me, it's a little more difficult. I can't do everything. I have to hire somebody to clean the gutters for me because I can't get on the dang ladder. Um, not from fear of heights, just putting that out there. It's more about stability and I'm so afraid that if I climb up there and I fall, I'm gonna lay here for a while.
Yeah.
And I can't put myself in that position. Um, you know, so but I do have he's not that expensive. He's a handyman, so I know that if there's something that needs to get done around here, he could probably help me with it. So that's what I got to do. I did not see that, Johanna. I need to go look at that. I'm gonna put it on my list. Johanna. That's another thing I need to do. I need to go down and change the filter.
Again?
I got to do that again.
Are you going to take us with you again?
No.
That was
Probably need to.
that was your second best video ever.
Oh my gosh. The first one is the mouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
AC video. It's on the list. I'll go and watch that.
She doesn't have to do any of that stuff alone. She has a whole group of us to go with her.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm kind of afraid to go under there. I hope there's no moisture, because it's been raining so much. I hope there's no moisture down there because there's the AC unit is underneath the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of important.
Yeah.
That there's no water down there.
Yeah.
I did run the AC a little bit last night just to kind of cool the house off. And it seemed to work fine. Yeah, Carol, I don't have a very good ladder, and the feet on it, and where the
Carol's like the ladder queen over there.
gutters, where the gutters are, it's kind of it's not level, is what I'm trying to say. And so I just don't like that feeling. I I hate that feeling. It's a metal ladder, and I could probably get up there. I could probably metal through it, but I don't want to. I don't want to have a. I don't want to fall.
I wish we all lived close.
Yeah,
too.
me too.
We'd all be helping each other out.
I could call Carol. She could call me. I don't know what I could do. You know, but we could all help each other out. We should make a town that's called Reseller Row. And just have all the resellers move there.
Well, if it wasn't
then-
so cold and snowy at Nikki's during the wintertime, she has 25 acres.
Excuse me. I like Skid Row. Yeah, but then all of us would be fighting over thrift stores and yard sales, and yeah, that wouldn't be good. Never mind.
No, we wouldn't be. Well, maybe Todd would, because no, it wouldn't be.
Oh, but yeah, it's all good. You know, and that's the thing too, is if it's something, and he's getting up in age where I don't even like to call my father-in-law. He doesn't have any problems with heights. He'll get up there on the roof, and you know, he has the mentality of like a 20-year-old. You know, like he's just invincible. You know, nothing's gonna happen. You know, so he just does whatever he needs to do. But I mean, he's 75 years old. I don't want him climbing on my house.
Right.
You know, I don't want him. I know that he can do it. He's a mechanic. But I don't want him working on my cars. I think that's too much for him.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon says hi.
Hey, Brandon.
But yeah, so I just have to, you know, figure things out.
He's going to do homework now.
Get your homework done. That's right. Yeah, that's what I got going on, and one thing, you know, Mike used to do all of the house stuff. I mean, he used to take care of the house. He used to take care of the yard. I would take care of the inside of the house for the most part, and you know, we worked together. If he needed my help, I would, you know,
Right.
try to help him as much as I could. But I mean, there was definitely some times where he would say, "I need you to know this. You know, this is important." And I'd be like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, in case I'm not here."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Why wouldn't you be here?" You know,
where are you going?
And so I'm trying to remember all these little things that he used to tell me, you know, like how to shut the gas off, how to shut the water off, the main thing, the main water thing. You know, he's like, you might need to know this. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I won't. You know, so
Yep.
I think that's better.
Oh yeah.
And now he's looking at you going, see, I told you.
Yeah, I told you we're gonna have to know that sometime. Yeah.
And this is, you didn't pay attention to me.
Nope.
True says if I have to shut off gas or water, I ask my wife.
Honestly, if I had to shut off water here, I have no clue where it is. I should probably ask.
Me either.
Yeah, there's some. I know that there's something out front, but
Chris
there's
tried showing me once, but
there's a thingy inside, like there's a knob or something.
yeah, he has some tool thing for it. And I remember him showing me, but I don't remember where it was because I probably wasn't even paying attention.
He would always say, "You even listen to anything that I tell you?" Oh my gosh. Yeah. You get frustrated with me. That's okay. But I mean, he did all that stuff. So
Right.
I try to think of all the things that, the different seasons when he would do stuff, and I try to remember what I was taught, and so I try to put that into my whole schedule too, like the spring and summer, and you got to put the bug granules out on the lawn, and spray for bugs and spray the Roundup, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do all. It's too much. I don't know how he did it, but he did. So
Good old Mike.
yeah. Yep. It definitely broke the mold when they made him. That was one of the things that was when I went to lunch with Rose and my sister-in-laws. I don't know. They made some kind of a comment, and I looked at Melissa. I gave Melissa a look, and she goes, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "What?" And she said, "That was Mike." She goes, "I thought I would never see that look again, but there it was." That was funny.
That's funny. The truth says, one time a neighbor came by to tell me my wife was using my tools. I explained those tools were hers. I wouldn't have a clue how to turn them on. He wasn't impressed.
Got kicked out of the neighborhood man club right there.
Turn in your man card.
That is one thing that I am looking for. If anybody has one in their store, I am looking for a battery operated drill. A drill. I'm looking for something like that.
Like a cordless drill?
Yeah.
I have to look because usually we have tons of those. Huh?
Carol said, I did most stuff, but it's always good to have someone you work with.
He looks dead. Is he dead?
No, it's an armadillo lizard.
Oh, how cute.
Right? You don't get that way.
Lay down.
But yeah, there's a few things that I need for the house, for some house stuff.
Don't tell your father-in-law because he'll say, you had one of those. What happened to it?
Yeah. Yeah. He knows what happened to it. He knows I had to sell it. And I still haven't found my saw. Mike had a pole saw. I don't know where it's at. And I don't remember if I sold it.
Oh.
Did you look up in the rafters of your garage?
It wouldn't have been up there. Because I know I used it.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe somebody stole it. I don't know for sure, but maybe it's just hiding. I don't know. But yeah, I need to get another battery cordless drill thingy. I know that's not what they're called, but I call it a thingy. So yeah. It's weird not having to ship today.
I know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm not doing my job or something.
Whoa,
I'm slacking.
Do it plenty of times tomorrow, that's for sure.
I know.
I gotta go pull crap out of the storage unit today that I have to ship.
Yeah, I got to get everything gathered up. Get them shipped.
Mm-hmm.
Get them ready to go. So
It's cold in my house.
it's cold.
Yeah, it's nice and warm on the porch, but, well, I can't say nice and warm. It's breezy, but it's still a little bit chilly.
Mm-hmm.
But in my house, it's cold.
Chilly willy.
I'm not gonna turn the heater on. I just get me a blankie.
Of course you're not.
Ugh. I feel like if I turn the heater on, then it's gonna go back to winter.
Well,
Yeah, don't give it any ideas, please.
I know. I'm not trying to.
yeah, that could completely backfire on you. But I've done that. I mean, you know, if it's hot and humid, and I'll turn the air on, and then it got so dang cold in here, I had to turn the heater on just to neutralize it all out and everything. I'm like, oh my god, this is too much.
Yeah, defeating the
Put a sweater
purpose.
on, you'll be fine.
Make it so cold. You have to put a sweater on.
See, like right now, it's not bad. It's 67 in here, but 67 outside. It's 75 in here, so it's not cold. It's a little. I have like a little chill, but it's probably just because, you know, I'm not wearing much clothes.
The other day it was 78 and it was perfect in here.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was perfect in here. It was a little warm outside, but it was perfect in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the day I stayed outside and untangled jewelry for 5 hours.
Oh my gosh. Well, now you can untangle all kinds of jewelry.
I know.
You got all 7 days.
75 there, huh, Todd?
Yeah, nice early, late spring day coming up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be 83.
No rain. I got to mow today because it's going to start raining Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow.
So if I don't get my mowing done today or tomorrow, I'm going to have even more monkeys swinging on my blades of grass.
Morning, Julie.
Julie.
How's that baby doing?
Morning, Julie. When are we going to find out the name of the baby? Now we know it's a she.
When when the baby is born, probably.
Mm-hmm. The truth. That wouldn't be very good. So life on here is too short to mow. I say pave it all.
No, don't do that because there's people like these guys came from Detroit last night and they said we love it here. You expect to see us a lot here this summer. They said we've never seen so many trees.
Wow.
Where they live?
It's like people that come
In Detroit.
Oh, in Detroit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they said it's so beautiful, you know. I was like, yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's definitely pretty.
Well, and you got to have rain when you have, trees and green and everything.
every freaking day.
Julie, I can't believe you did that. I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I love that middle name too. That goes right with it.
Mhm.
I'm so glad you're not going to name it Bridget. Oh.
Okay.
It's a really pretty name.
I never know what's a secret or what isn't.
She just thinks she's gonna get in trouble, so she's like,
So she keeps her mouth shut now.
don't even ask.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Julie, you have her scared now.
No, I love that name.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I really do. I really love the name.
Oh, that's a good reason.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's not, and I love the spelling of that. I love the spelling of May that way.
Me too.
It's kind of old-fashioned.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love those old-fashioned.
You know who else was a May, Julie? Is Heather.
Oh, that's right, Heather May.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget Ellie Mae Clampett. She was cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ellie Mae.
Even though she was a fictional character, yeah, she was cute.
I'm sure there was an Ellie Mae out there wearing some Daisy Dukes.
Oh,
real to me.
They have pigtails. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, everything's out in the open. We have no secret. Oh, goodness. I'm tired of it.
Now all that's left is to video the birth and put it on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Good luck with all that.
Live, so we can all see it as it's happening.
I bet Julie never thought she'd have so many people interested.
Right?
Oh, it's Emberlyn May. Carol.
Emberlyn. That's so pretty.
I love that.
So will she go by, will you call her Ember? Or we call her Emberlyn?
She says, haha, I'll do a hangout for that.
Okay.
You get all the watchers and the trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Morning, Valerie.
Just call her M like Aunt M on Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, there you go. Aunt M.
Emba? Is that what you said?
Ember.
Ember.
No, I thought. Tom says color sugar.
Hey, come on over here, sugar.
Color pudding, right? You're not a troll, Truth. You're not a troll.
No, not at all. AJ calls her Emmy. I like that.
That's so cute.
Oh,
I like that. Can't
That is
wait till
cute.
she makes her appearance.
I wanted a girl so bad
I know.
when I was pregnant with Jonah. I mean, I love Jonah, and I'm glad I got Jonah, but I wanted a girl so bad.
You could have pretended he was. You could have just dressed him up.
Believe me, I did my best. Yeah, I wanted a girl so freaking bad.
Well, Julie, you have one of each. That's perfect.
I even took on when me and my ex-husband, we got back together after he already had a kid with somebody else. I filled out all the paperwork for him to get her on the weekends because he had no visitation, no nothing. And I spoiled the crap out of that little girl. And she liked me better than she liked him. And I wasn't, I was her stepmom,
Right.
But
Natalie, right?
yeah. Yep,
That's good.
I spoiled the crap out of that little girl.
Oh.
Truth says my two girls were both athletes. Thought, yeah, my third was a boy. Here comes the star athlete. Nah, he prefers My Little Ponies. Oh my gosh.
Well, good for him.
yeah.
To each their own.
Everybody loves a brony. I hope it doesn't, Julie.
No, it's not.
It won't.
We already talked about that.
No, they're so good these days.
Yeah. They're not like they were back in the olden days.
Well, that's what I told her. Like, these places, they get paid. I mean, this place that she went to, it's actually a ultrasound to find out what the gender is.
Oh, okay. Well, they
I
know.
mean, that's what their business is all around, you know. So, I mean, if they were making wrong decisions or wrong, you know,
Now they might find another one hiding in there somewhere.
but I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, if they got to be right. They got to be able to call it. So, Tom says my friends were expecting their third child. He was going to be called Joshua after the birth. Surprise, she's called Jessica. That does happen.
Did they take pictures or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That should be all right.
Oh, she'll be fine. That's what she's having to do.
Yeah, that's what you've been having all along.
And most of us all guessed.
Yeah, girl. So don't you worry your pretty little head.
Nope, you'll be fine. That's what your head.
Few potty shots. Get it.
Did I hear a cha-ching?
Yep.
What
I
was
heard one.
that? I haven't had one of those in like 3 weeks.
That was Todd, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't had one in 3 weeks. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Then they have to blow it off on him. He lies to us sometimes.
Yeah, well.
Hey, is Gwen still sleeping?
And she's knocking around in the kitchen doing something.
Hi, Gwen.
Bridget says
Hi,
hi.
Gwen.
Good morning,
Gwen says
Gwen.
hi. Valerie says hi.
Happy day off.
Happy
Yeah.
day off.
Is she done for now for the summer?
She's still got a couple of days of semester tests and graduation day and still got junk to do. She's almost there.
Then it'll be reselling all summer, huh?
Yeah, then it'll be reselling all summer. Hey, Kayshawn. Sound like
Vacation all summer.
yeah, all summer.
Tom sold a winter coat this morning
Wow.
in
Awesome.
Iowa.
Oh, it's probably going to your buddy.
What, buddy?
No, Tom's buddy.
Oh. Julie, if you can, send those potty shots to your Aunt Sally.
Please.
She likes all that stuff.
Oh, yes.
I thought I sent them, but
You never know what to do anymore.
I know.
You don't send nothing.
And any pictures or videos of Atlas that you want to.
Do you have her on Instagram? She puts a lot of stuff on Instagram.
I'm really bad at Instagram still.
You need to get your ass on there.
I'm on there. I just
check all the time.
I don't know how to do all the things.
You need to go follow Julie, and then you can get all the videos that she posts.
There's Julie.
She posts a lot of Julie. She posts a lot of videos. She usually does like a daily video of something, like a picture or something. So Instagram is actually very easy. I mean, just like on a personal, not to sell on or anything like that, it's very easy to navigate. It's a lot. I actually like it better than Facebook.
Me too. I like Instagram a lot. So Todd, where are you going on vacation anyway? You never did tell us.
Yeah, he did.
Where are you going?
It's going to Baltimore.
Oh, that's
and then up to Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Baltimore and Boston.
Somewhere in that area.
He's going to Boston. It's fun.
Up into Maine.
Wow, you're going all the way around the East Coast, huh?
Yeah.
Except New York. He's not going to New York.
Yeah, no, we're going to do a day in New York out of Boston.
So where in New York are you going?
I don't know.
You should go to Niagara Falls.
That's just along for the ride.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to, I think we did a 1-day tour out of Boston. So we'll go to several spots, like maybe Rockefeller Center and maybe
Empire State Building.
Empire State Building, and then get on a boat and go out and look at the Statue of Liberty.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Julie.
And then we'll come back home and figure out how to pay for all that.
Just get another watch, Todd, and you'll be all set.
Yeah.
Oh no, Joanna. Joanna says everyone was getting on Instagram, so I went to sign up for an account and found out a Russian tranny stole my name and set up a weird profile. I was like, hell no. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, it was funny to me. Oh man. That was hilarious. So is that the face?
Make sure you're looking at the right end there, Sally.
I was just trying to decipher if that's the face. Oh. I don't know. It looks like a monkey or I don't know. It just looks weird. Probably just a little. Hank says hi.
Hi, Tom. Oh, Tom, wait. How's Roberta?
Yeah, Tom, how's Roberta?
Tom left.
What's TikTok? Oh, that's that video thing, I think. Right?
No clue what you're talking about.
TikTok?
No idea. Obviously, I'm not hip enough to be up with the new crap. What's TikTok? I know you know.
You know who he is, Truth.
Todd. Todd's hip enough to know all that crap.
What happened?
Yeah, Hank says, no, that's just a shipping manager in his required work uniform.
He's on strike.
I make him dress like that.
There you go. That's how I'd make my pool boy You better believe it.
Sally's boy.
Oh, I got my Fry boots listed.
Awesome.
I got my Durango boots listed.
Cool.
Good.
I got my Birkenstocks listed.
Good.
So hopefully I'll start getting some
Excuse me.
knocks on those. I guess somebody said that Dress Barn closed a bunch of stores.
Yes, and they're closing.
Is that
Payless,
right?
yep, Payless Shoes and Dress Barn.
Yeah, Gwen is so upset. She's not going to have Dress Barn anymore.
Well, she can.
Dress Barn.
I'm sure. I've got a ton of Dress Barn. A ton.
Yep, they're
That's
all going out of business.
that's Gwen's main hangout.
Is it?
Yeah, she'd rather go to Dress Barn than anywhere else,
Well, quick, go get all the
or Chico's Outlet.
Yep.
Love Chico's.
That's crazy that they closed that.
Yeah.
They have a very good following.
Mm.
Closet clear out ends tonight, so drop your prices and make some deals.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
I have better luck with offers to likers. I don't have any luck with closet clear out.
or like making bundles to people who multiple like like multiple things.
Yeah.
Great luck with that stuff.
Yeah, I never get anything with closet clear out. All right.
I am going to attempt to share my closet every 2 hours today.
All right.
And try and make some more sales on there.
I'm gonna do some listing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some listing too. I got shoes and I got clothes.
I've been in Book World for days. I gotta switch to.
And I gotta start getting stuff together for my box. My one box. What do I have? I got. Today is the 27th. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. It is.
So I got a little bit over 2. I got a little bit of time before I leave. So.
Where are you going?
Texas.
Oh, I thought you meant today.
No, not today. Not today. I do think I'm going to go to St. Joe again tomorrow and go to the Goodwill.
Good.
I'm hooked.
I can't believe I found all those jeans in there. Thank you for your help.
Welcome. You found
Yeah, that was good, Bridget.
Yeah.
You found some good stuff.
I have a feeling, there's some really good stuff there. I just don't know what to look for.
Those not your daughter's jeans, they don't sell high, but they sell for me almost really quick.
On Poshmark or on eBay?
Both really. I cross list them, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen those jeans in real life.
Not your daughter's jeans?
Yep. Never seen them.
I went through every pair of jeans they had there. But from sizes 12 up. I didn't go below a 12.
Right. And yeah. And if I find them in my size, I keep them. They're so comfortable.
Are they?
Hmm. Told Brandon he didn't need to be smoking in there while he's doing his homework. He says, well, it's frustrating trying to do all this math. You try to do it. And I'm like, no, that's why I don't go to school, because I hate math. And I ran away because he starts talking to me about calculus and stuff, and I start to get anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I cannot stand math talk.
Don't blame you a bit.
I don't like it. I get nervous when I have to read the tape measure for a freaking fraction. And I'm like, I'm supposed to know this in 7th grade. And somehow I graduated high school, but I don't know how. Because I don't know how to do this.
If you ever have a question, if you ever think about that and you don't know what the number is, what the fraction is on the, a specific line, just Google it.
I know. That's
Just
what I
Google
do. But then, it takes extra time.
Yeah, it does. You are right, it does.
And I'm supposed to know it, but I don't.
Yeah, well. I don't think you're the only one, though, Sally. So
No.
Okay.
No, I still struggle. I mean, I know it, but I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I gotta think about it before I can do it.
Or you question yourself. No, that's not right.
I always question myself. That's one of my problems.
Yeah, he does all that, Hank. He Googles stuff and he watches YouTube videos, and he also has like mymathhelp.com or something that he goes on, and does all of that. But I guess it's not enough. I guess he's still frustrated. So.
Or I've never been into math myself. No. Hope you had a good walk, Carol.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that 2 miles already?
Yep, she gets there pretty quick. It don't take her long. I need to start walking myself. It do good. It do good for me.
Yeah, I always feel better when I walk. It's hard getting yourself to do it.
Dang, 780 sweat coins now.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Racking them up.
Why?
Sally, what are you going to list today?
Clothing.
You're going to work on clothing today?
EVAM Poshmark.
Sweet. Morning, Mike.
Oh, Joanna, please don't talk about math. I don't even know what that means. Derivative of functions. It sounds like trying to turn on a power tool or something. I don't know.
For a band, derivative of functions.
I don't even want to know. This is the thing. Like it's not that I just don't know math. It's that I don't want to know math.
Right.
Like math is such an enemy of mine that me and math have not got along for a long time. Yeah.
Chris and I had this discussion in the car the other day. Schools, instead of doing this high level algebra crap, they should really be teaching these kids how to balance a checkbook.
Yep.
How to figure out mortgage interest.
Yep.
To figure out all that stuff. Life stuff that you're going to need when you are grown.
Yep.
Hank says, Sally, ooh, no, we won't discuss that here. Solve is your favorite word. Sell is my favorite word.
Yes. You got it.
And I do have to say that I became better at math just by couponing. Couponing helped me a lot. But I don't think there's any reason to know, besides knowing what the numbers are on your measuring tape. I don't think, I mean, that's what they really should, like strive to teach me, instead of like, how do you read a right angle or whatever it's called, that thing that looks like an L.
Right.
But instead, they tried to jam all this other information into my brain, and my brain is like, no, thank you. I will just say no to the whole thing, and then you won't remember anything. We're just gonna get amnesia right now in this class, and you're just not going to remember any of it. And that's what my brain did. My brain was like, here's the light switch. We're turning you off right now.
You don't need that. You don't need that.
And meanwhile, I'm sitting in class going, and drool is running out of my mouth.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
That's awful.
Nitty Gritty Picker wants to know, what degree is Naked Man earning?
He's doing computer programming.
How long does that take?
It goes Southwest. Hank says, I'm hoping Master of Nudist Studies. Yep. I'd be like Patrick on SpongeBob. Hank says, damn, well, that's close. Yeah. I mean, he likes computer stuff anyways, and he knows a lot about computers just by, doing maintenance on his own.
Right.
So, but programming, he took like a half a course of programming before, but didn't finish it because he was working crazy hours at that time, and he just didn't finish. But
Mm-hmm.
he got some of his credits transferred over to this other college. Was that a Ching?
Of course it was. It was Todd.
I
The
didn't hear
person who hasn't sold anything in 3 days.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Who was it?
It wasn't me.
Did you hear it?
I didn't even hear it. So
I didn't hear
Maybe
it.
it wasn't anything.
Maybe I'm just
Making
wanting to hear
it
it.
it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, it's Todd.
could
He's
very
just
well
saying
be.
it wasn't him. He
No.
doesn't
He
want.
doesn't want all
He
the
doesn't
hype.
want Gwen to know he's selling stuff. So shh.
Right.
That's true. He's lying.
He's afraid it'll all go in the vacation funds.
I sold 2 of those auto manuals an hour after the challenge ended yesterday.
Ah,
It's okay. I just wish I had listed them earlier in the day. But I bought, I think 10 of them for $1 piece. So I spent $10 and that was the first sale that sold for 40.
wow.
So it's all gravy from here on in.
Sweet.
Manuals sell good. Manuals are good sellers.
And these were grimy. They obviously were used in a shop.
Oh yeah, and they know that. Anybody that's buying like car manuals or boat manuals or any manuals like that, they realize that it's gonna have stuff on it,
Yeah.
because it came from a working shop. I even had one guy ask me about one of the boat manuals, and he said, "Was it missing any pages?" He goes, "Or anything?" He goes, "I don't care about any dirt that's on it." He goes, "Because obviously it was, used to work on motors." He goes, "But," I said, "Nope, no pages are missing." And so, and then he bought it. But they expect that. All mechanics are buying it, so. Oh, it looks like he's done with the shed.
Wow, you got that through that quick.
It was all his shit. I said, "I'd help you, but it's all your shit. I don't know what to do with it." And he agreed. He goes, "Yeah, I don't even know what's in that shed. I have not walked in that shed in probably almost a year." I don't know what's in there. We used to keep a lot of our eBay stuff in when we first started. But in the wintertime, you just kind of throw stuff in there because you don't want to be outside in the cold, so you just throw it in.
Yeah. Does anybody do really well with Lady Hagen?
Never even heard of it. What
What
is
is it?
It's like a sports. They do a lot of like the sports, like the active.
What was the name again?
Lady Hagen.
Oh.
Oh, no, he must not be done. He just must have filled one garbage
So
can.
like golf apparel, like golf.
Yeah, it's like golf and tennis.
I do well with just golf sports and stuff in general, but not that particular brand. I've never heard of it actually.
This Goodwill has quite a selection of. I bought one of their shirts just because it was on half off, but they have a lot of them. So I'm wondering if I should pick them up.
Let me see. There's this app called Completely.
No.
Lady Hagen.
What is Completely?
So it's an app that will show you eBay sold. So for instance, if I type in Lady Hagen, it tells me the average sold price is $13.98, and the sell-through rate is 34%.
What?
Mm.
I didn't know about this app. Does anybody else know about this app?
I've heard Maggie talk about it before.
Talked about it
Yeah.
before. See, I'm not a YouTuber, but I know things.
You are very valuable.
Oh, she is.
Extremely. So technically, so basically you're saying the Lady Hagen is
So, but
it's not great.
no, because I'm telling, I'm looking through now. What this app does, it shows you. I don't know if you can see it if I hold it up here, but it'll tell you the average sold price,
Hold it up. I want to see the app symbol.
and then it shows you the various ones that have sold and haven't sold. And the price, the $13 price, is kind of inflated because apparently there are golf clubs. Walter Hagen golf clubs are kind of in the first here.
Hmm.
So I would say no, it's probably not a good buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called what again, Maggie? Completely?
Completely.
Is it completely pro for eBay? Is that the whole thing?
Mine just says completely. I guess I don't have the pro.
Is this the symbol, Maggie?
It looks like it.
Oh, where are you?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, mine is the
Thank you.
mine was free. Mine was not.
Oh.
Okay, no, I might be lying to you. I might be just completely telling you a lie here. Okay. No, mine was. I must have paid. Yeah, I must have paid $4 for it.
Okay.
That is exactly it.
Okay. Thank you.
But I find it easier when I'm out and about than doing, because on the iPhone you can't lock.
Right.
On the eBay app, on Android, on the eBay app, you can lock it to show you only completed listings, but you can't do that on the iPhone. So with this app, and I like the fact that it gives you the sell-through rate, the average price.
Yeah, I like
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like it's a monthly fee. It's just a one-time fee.
Just a one-time $4, right?
Huh. I've never heard of it.
Put that on the list.
Yeah, I said to Tom he should do a show when one of his shows should be on, or even you, Gary, do a show on apps and things that you use that are helpful in your business.
Yeah.
Your apple looks like a potato.
Okay, so for sell-through rate, if it's like 25%.
I mean, for this one, it said the sell-through rate was 34. If the price were higher, I might take a chance on it, but just,
Right.
and then you can just scroll through and see. There's a lot of, for instance, this one was inflated by the fact that there were some golf clubs
Right.
categorized here.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now, Karen is saying it should sell for you because this is the season. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if I can get it for, you know, $1 or $2, then I should be okay. I've sold it in the past, and it's done. I mean, it's not great, but you know, definitely I think it's a seasonal thing, you know. Karen says, hit that like button.
Oh, yeah.
Hit it now. Oh. Yeah, I got some I got some shorts and some pants and jeans, and I got a little bit of everything. But I figure with this place, I'm going to have to go pretty frequently, at least twice a week.
Oh yeah, to get the newest things that come out.
Yeah. And I figure, Monday is probably, I don't even know if they're open today, but
Ours is.
I figure probably Tuesday, give them time to process it and get it out. So I figure Tuesday and Thursday would be good days to go over there. So, and I would go to the bins, but I mean, I don't find these, the Anthro and the really good brands. I don't find those at my bins. So I figure I might as well, just go to the Goodwill if that's what I'm looking for. And I can get a bunch of bread and butter stuff with no problem. But I got enough of that right now.
They don't price them really high at your Goodwill.
They're pretty reasonable. I mean, they're higher than my closer thrift store. Jeans are $7.99, which they're usually $3, $3 to $4 at my other Goodwill. But they have the good brands.
They have the brands, right? Yeah.
I found Anthropologie. I found Not Your Daughter's Jeans. Sometimes I'll find those at my regular one, but not all the time.
Our Goodwill, or all the Goodwills in this area, have stopped doing their 50% off colored tags thing.
Oh, really?
And now they have this membership that you join, and you earn points or whatever. But like when I was at the register, she said, well, if you join it, she goes, they'll email you a coupon for 25% off this weekend. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. Here's the website. She goes, if you do it right now on your phone while I'm checking this out. So I did it, and I saved like $26.
Wow.
But their prices have gone way down. Like all jeans are $5.43 now. All shirt, there's like it's everything is priced a little bit more reasonable.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
On Saturday, Valerie already knows this. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but on Saturday after work, I went to a yard sale that was on my way home from work, and I bought a whole table of clothes for $20, and there's probably I'd say between 50 and 75 pieces. I filled up a whole IKEA bag, and plus I had to use a garbage bag, and it filled up a garbage bag. So I got, and they're mostly like mall brands. But I like being able to find good deals like that on clothes, especially if I'm going to pay for them.
Yeah. And this Goodwill does have the 50% off. They have 50% off a certain color, and they have 25% off of a different color every day. Every week it changes. So, and of course, as I'm looking for stuff, I look for the tag, and I try to buy stuff that's on sale. But if it's a good item, I'll pay up for it. So, or sometimes I'll just leave it there and hope that it's there when I come back, and it's the right color tag.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I would rather have mine not have the 50% off discount and have the prices lowered, I guess.
Right.
So. I don't know what this whole membership thing I signed up for is all about. I guess I should read it because I just did it really quick to get the discount.
I don't shop at Goodwill often.
This is the first time I've been in Goodwill in probably 3 or 4 months.
Well, I'm assuming I know what's her name does. Is it Empty Hanger? And she gets some great stuff. And like Valerie's saying, she gets great stuff. I should look because I'm sure up in Philly, it's a big city. They probably get those good brands, but some of them do a boutique section where they pull those brands and put them at even higher prices in a special section of the store.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But then again, like we have these hospital thrift shops down here that do the same thing. And yeah, there's sometimes they're just priced out too high, but then they have a dollar section in the back.
Yeah.
That has these brands that either they don't know about or that didn't sell at the higher prices they put at them. So I'm always getting stuff there.
I'm kind of on the fence with these people because with that Goodwill, because there's things that they don't price up for. Like the Lululemon that I got was $5.99 a piece.
Oh.
I would have thought that they would have been $9.99.
Yeah.
And so I and it just makes me kind of wonder, if they know if they know what things are worth, or
I don't know, but don't tell them.
I ain't saying a word. I hope they don't watch the video.
There's some kind of YouTube thing yesterday, and the title of it was something like "When Your Goodwill prices up, but doesn't know about this brand," and I'm thinking, well, you idiot!
Yeah.
Wow, now you're telling them about that brand.
Right.
But I'll tell you what. That's what drives me crazy with YouTube videos. Crazy.
Yeah, like when your Goodwill prices everything up, doesn't know about this brand.
No, I do. Retard. Sorry. Dork. I meant dork.
Yeah. Don't do a YouTube video on that. You would think that would be good content, but it's actually, something that Goodwill and these places can watch those videos and say, hey, we need to, regroup here, and
Oh, and they
we
pay attention. Goodwill pays attention.
don't want to do that.
Even if his Goodwill maybe doesn't catch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and ruin it for other people.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't blame Goodwill. I don't blame Goodwill. Goodwill's in the business of making money. Hello.
Yeah.
Just like when people do YouTube videos about walking through like stores and what they're picking up for Amazon and all this other stuff. It's like, why are you telling people all this?
Yeah.
Right.
I said to somebody the other day that I would never do a haul video because I buy books. Like, who wants to look and see what I bought this book and this book? And they said, yeah, but I'd love to know what made you pick up that book. And I thought, I would do a video maybe
Yeah.
All that is private, and maybe put the link in the squad.
Yeah.
For our people.
Mhm.
But I don't think I would be going making videos trying to, I don't know.
I don't mind showing what I got to post on eBay or Poshmark.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. I really won't be I probably will not be showing a haul of what I get for Amazon.
Right.
I'll share it with a few people and say, hey, look for this or look for
Right.
that. But I won't do a video.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You don't want to get that information out there
No.
because all that's going to do is saturate, and
Right.
possibly not get you any sales.
Right.
Right. Morning, Cindy.
Don't want that. Don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Right.
No. And like I said, I don't mind sharing it with a couple people that I know, want to sell that type of stuff with on Amazon or whatever, but I'm not going to share it with the world.
Right. Like, I can go into a store after a scanner's been through, and I can pull out some great books that they certain things that I look for. But I don't know.
Have you come across places that tell you not
Come across places that what?
tell you not to scan? Like no scanning, they don't want you scanning.
Yeah, sometimes there are like library book sales that'll advertise, and then it'll say for their opening day, no scanners allowed.
Wow.
And sometimes you'll just have people. It's less and less these days. I find it. When I first began, I would have people like in a thrift shop or something say, "You can't do that here."
Really?
Yeah, but it's less and less. Yeah.
So what do you do when you go to book sale if they say that? I mean, how do you?
If I go to a book sale and they say you can't scan, then I just start digging for stuff like books.
So you don't let that stop you.
No.
You still continue to get books. You just are looking for.
You know what to look for.
Yeah, I'll go into the history section. I'll try to find books on local history, or I do well with like alumni directories, anything that I think might be related to somebody doing genealogy research. Books about towns or places or families or things like that.
Right.
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't let it stop me.
I just feel like, what should they care? Why should they even care if you're buying?
Right, but some do.
I mean, I can see if you have scanners that are scanning it and making messes and not putting things away,
and some do that. I mean, some other booksellers can be. I mean, I've been pushed, I've been shoved, I've been. Yeah, some of them are really rude, and some of them will hoard. They'll fill up, boxes full of stuff, and then go back out in the hallway and scan out there, and then just walk away and leave them there.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
So yeah, there's bad behavior.
So maybe they connect the bad behavior with the scanning.
Yeah.
And it's a blanket,
It's like everybody in the class being punished because
yeah.
Right.
And I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too. I mean, when I scan books, I put them away a lot neater than when I found them.
I do too. I have to make sure they're all the right, on the right, and they're all facing the same direction.
Yep.
I do too. I do too. No, it's all good.
I was just wondering if you ever came across.
Yeah. I come across like there's one library I go to. She says, "Oh, we welcome the booksellers," and they pride themselves on the fact that they don't cherry pick before time. And then if they see you scanning, she'll say, "You're looking for anything particular," and they bring you stuff to look at. Which of a pain than it is a help, but
Hmm.
but yeah, some of them are really good.
Because they know you're going to buy it. They want to get rid of it.
Right. They know you're going to come in and buy, boxes full of books. I mean, there's a sale we go to down here where there's probably, I would probably say there's about 10 of us in a room that are standing in this little room.
Mhm.
And when we go in, we each go to our corner. I go to religious books first, is always my first stop. And then you just stand in your area, and it's pretty civil. It's very civil. Everybody just does their own thing. And then sometimes you can go through where they stand and you find things that they left behind. Maybe their price point is higher, or they specialize, or you don't need to be nasty. There's plenty of everybody.
That's pretty much how it is at our bins. I went to the bins on Saturday, and it was so funny because when they roll out the new bins, everybody goes up to it, but everybody at my bins are just so polite, and they don't push out of the way. And like if I'm looking in one section, this lady was right next to me, and she finished looking at hers, and she was waiting to look at my section, and she goes, "Oh, I'll switch with you." So we kind of switched positions so she could,
Yeah.
And, another time, I grabbed one leg of a pair of pants, and this lady grabbed the other leg. Laughing, and she goes, "Here you go. You can look at them first." So, I mean, they're just all nice.
Yeah. I was going somewhere. I was going a few weeks ago, and I literally drove right past the Goodwill bins. I didn't even know we're there, and I thought, "Oh, someday I'm gonna."
Come on, Maggie.
Yeah, take the plunge.
I hear horror stories, and then I have experiences like that. I don't have any issues. We can leave our carts, and nobody touches them.
Wow.
I mean, this one guy had his cart over to the side, and he had like a sheet over the top of it, but nobody touched it. I just never have any. And it was packed Saturday. It was busy. Like there were no carts in the beginning. So Chris is like, "I don't know what you're gonna," because he wasn't really on board with going at first. But I was driving, and there we ended up. And he says something. He goes, "I don't know what you're gonna do for carts. There's not gonna be any carts. Look at all the people." I said, "Well, I have IKEA bags in the back," so I grabbed an IKEA bag, and eventually I found a cart.
Yeah, I was at the bins, and there was no carts, and I just had my IKEA bag. I think I had one IKEA bag, and then I had like 3 or 4 stuffed in, in the IKEA bag, 3 or 4 other bags. And so I just started putting stuff in there, and there was a lady that came up, and she goes, I just had it on the floor, and I was just scooting it, down the aisle. And she's like, "Honey, there's carts outside." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And but I was like, "Well, I can't really go, leave my stuff here and go grab a cart." She went outside and got a cart for me and brought it to me.
Oh.
And I'm like, "Man, thank you." That's nice.
Yeah.
That's what people are supposed to do. I would have done it for somebody if I would have, been in the same situation. So, yeah.
That's exactly it.
There's good people out there.
There are.
Valerie
says the books at the bins here is pretty cutthroat. We have a family group that comes in like piranhas and start loading carts with books and then go scan them afterwards. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We were in a Goodwill once scanning on the shelves, just Michael and I, and then this family came in. It was a man, a woman, and 2 kids. And I saw that they were scanning, and I just stayed at my end. And I mean, there was the whole back wall of the store was books. I was at one section, Michael was at another, and they had this little kid keep coming up and getting right between me, like underneath my feet and around me, trying to stop me from skate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm very non-confrontational. I like moved to another section and the kids. So it was obvious the parents were telling them
Right.
to kind of disrupt what I was doing. And I just said to them, really, what are you teaching your kid here?
Right.
I'm right here. Like, you go there. There's plenty for everybody. You don't need to be.
No.
You just don't need to be that nasty.
And I often wonder, by the time these books get to the Goodwill bins, they had to have probably been already scanned over
That's what I would think.
a few times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Joanna says, anyone else think that thrifting and online sales is kicking the brick and mortar retailers?
Oh yeah.
I think it hinders them, but I think they have to think the same as we do. They have to think of more incentives to get people in the store. More people or more ways to. I mean, they have to think of marketing ways and there's always going to be brick and mortar because there's people that want to go in the store. They want to touch the item. They want to do that. They don't want to order online. They think they're going to get taken online or whatever, So I think there's always going to be brick and mortar, and there's always going to be online.
I don't know about always, though. I think as the generations, older generations pass on, and you know what I mean, like our type of generation, where we do most of our ordering online, I think that you're going to see the fall of a lot of brick and mortar stores within the next like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And think of millennials. I mean, how many of them go into a brick or mortars? You know what I mean? They mostly online. So, no, it's hard to say. But like my mom, she would never even begin to know how to, shop online. She wouldn't shop online.
Right. Yeah, that's probably.
There are also people who are never going to buy used. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like clothing.
They wouldn't even fathom it.
Yeah.
Yep. I laugh at those people.
But
no matter how rich you are, that's how you save money and get more.
True.
Look at Todd. Todd buys used, and look at how rich he is.
Yep.
I'm not rich.
You're rolling.
You're rolling in it.
Rolling in it.
I'm rich in good looks.
Well, there's that.
There you go.
And wife. I'm rich in a wife.
There you go.
And a healthy ego to boot.
And a healthy ego. Yeah.
See, you're a millionaire, and you didn't even know it. Oh.
I would be richer if these Oakley sunglasses were real.
They're not real?
Look up Oakley Juliet sunglasses. See what they go for.
How do you know they're not real?
Well, they don't have the serial number that's supposed to be right there.
Oh.
They look pretty. If they're fakes, they're very good fakes because they feel real. They feel sturdy, good.
Hank calls them Folkleys.
Folkleys?
They're fake. My thing just popped off, so I didn't hear you if you told me.
What?
My thing popped off, so I didn't hear you if you told me. How do you know they're fake?
They're supposed to have a serial number right here.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it's possible to wear the serial number off, but it's not there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, they look real.
Does it have Oakley on the glasses anywhere?
It's got the O.
Yeah. Does it have it spelled out anywhere?
No, I don't think they spell out Oakley on any of their glasses.
Usually it's on the earpiece. On the
Um,
inside.
Now the earpiece says "Made in the USA." Now that checks out.
Yeah, my Oakleys don't say Oakley on them.
Oh, okay.
Right here on the rubber part, it says "Made in the USA," and that's that
Do
checks out.
Do yours have a serial number, Bridget?
No, you're not going outside right now. I'm not going out right now.
Therefore, you can't go out right now.
They may be real, and the serial number's just worn off because they're a sturdy, well-built pair of sunglasses.
Yeah. Bridget, do your Oakleys have a serial number on the earpiece?
I'm not sure. Let me go look.
Because they do look really, really good.
They're, if you look at Oakley Juliet, yeah, they look good compared to the ones on. So I don't know.
I don't know.
The lens, even the lens measurements check out.
I had to go out to the van and get them. They don't have a serial number, but they have the model name.
Yours don't have a serial number?
I mean, it might have. Maybe
Hank says my oil rigs have a serial number and made in the USA. So
let me see. It looks like it did, like in white, but
I'm on this site that's talking about the Juliet Oakley, and it says that the 4th and 5th generations do not have serial number on them.
Oh.
But this is just like a chat. It's not like a.
Mine have like numbers on the nose piece engraved in there, and then it has the model name on the arm thing. See these? Yeah, so I don't know. These are mine.
So, and that the 5th generation has the SKU number and size on them. Does yours have any marking about the size?
Mine has something on the nose piece. I don't know.
No.
So let's look at.
Unless they put the numbers on and they could just be worn off from use. I don't know. The lens does say polarized right here. And that checks out. I examined the font. And it matched up pretty well.
Okay.
These are pretty scratched, but even scratched up ones sell for $200 or $300.
So what I'm seeing is that the 4th generation of the Juliet does not carry a serial number on it. So that means that's not a definite sign that they're fake.
Mm. Thank you.
Interesting. Hank says, well, if the Juliets came without the white numbers, then they could very well be authentic. Yeah. I wouldn't discount it yet.
Mine's a riddle, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that they were completely fake.
I wouldn't either.
Is there some place you can take them to get them checked?
Maybe in Oakley. Do you have an Oakley store? I'm sure you do in the big city.
I would definitely look for an Oakley store in your area and see if you can take them in and see if they're legit.
Yes.
That was something. I heard that one.
That was me.
Ooh, get it.
What'd you sell?
It is a antique oil peg milk glass candlestick lamp.
Oh,
Nice.
For $50.
Woohoo!
D wants to know. D wants to know there. I'm sorry. D wants to know, are there rivets in the nose piece, Todd?
Yeah. I don't know if you could see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right, Joanna. Get it, Bridget.
How much are they worth if they're real?
He said the fakes don't have rivets. So that's another sign.
Yeah, and pay it. That's the best part.
Screen share. Oakley Juliet.
Ooh.
205, 350, 265, 399, 399.
Nice.
Let's check sold prices. Below 160, 350, 139.
Wow.
These are just lenses.
Oh, wow.
Sell for 70. There's one sold for 260. Look at that one.
Sweet.
If these show a serial number. I mean, they look just like mine.
Yeah.
See that made in the USA? That's on mine.
Okay.
See, there's serial number. And mine does not have that.
Yeah.
It's just smooth across there.
Huh.
I don't know if that could be worn off from use or just I've got fakes. Or if it's a fourth generation, like she said. Everything else checks out on mine. Weird.
That one has a serial number, though?
Yeah.
Where does the serial number appear? There?
Right there on the left stem.
Oh, it's not something that's going to wear off because it's raised up.
Right.
But if you look at the... So, do a oh, crying out loud. My mind is... Do a search for Oakley Juliet 4th generation.
Okay, let's see.
I see 2 that were sold. And it doesn't look like their pictures show a serial number. This one doesn't get a very good close-up of that, though. But it doesn't look like it has a serial number in there. If I could find better ones on.
Excuse me.
Ooh, yeah. See there, that one does not have the serial number.
Right.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
maybe mine are real.
Yeah, I would still definitely take them to Oakley shop.
Yeah, I don't want to get suspended for selling fakes.
Right.
And see if they can authenticate them.
Right.
I mean, from what it looks like now, it looks pretty positive, but that they're actually authentic. But yeah, I would definitely take them in and get them checked out. Can't hurt. Valerie said there's a lot of Folkleys out there. I see them a lot when we go to Cozumel. My husband bought a pair. Hank says I've only ever purchased direct from Oakley's website, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's definitely a good sign.
Good morning, Summer.
That one, that didn't have the summer.
I would take them in and have them checked out.
The serial number is the only thing that looked off. Then that's,
Right.
it looks like they could be real without that number. So.
Right. Yep. Get them checked out.
All right. Well, that was a fun rabbit hole. Back to work.
Sorry.
That's okay. You learned.
Well, hi, Summer.
Hi, Summer.
Yeah. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I know, Summer. Shame on me. I should stay on all day, right? That was yesterday.
Hey, Valerie, have you ever heard of Yes, Lola?
Nope.
It says yes, and then there's an arrow pointing up and kind of slanted, and then Lola, and the O has a star in the middle.
Never heard of it.
Okay, now one more time. Sorry, I got more questions.
Okay.
This T over T sunglass case, what was that? Y'all told me and I forgot.
Tory Burch.
Yeah. So that weirded me out a little bit about these glasses too, is these glasses are in the Tory Burch case when I bought them.
Yeah.
So that's different.
Well,
but they would be marked.
Somebody just needed a
case.
A case for the glasses.
Yeah, the Tory Burch ones would definitely be marked. Tory Burch.
Somebody who buys lots of expensive stuff, apparently.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up for today. Hope everybody has a great day and get lots of listing done. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So, everybody have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.